What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. Man, I'm tired right now. How's everyone today? I'm exhausted per usual. Oh, there we go. Forgot to put my banner up. Now I got it up. Oh, man. All right. So we got a few things we're going to talk about. A little more on the Jason Aldean controversy with his new song. Not try that in a small town. He's got two. Yeah, well, he's got a few people supporting him, but two big names, at least in the country world, that are supporting him. Sorry, getting stuff ready. Sorry. All right. But anyways, yeah. So two big names, at least in the country world, have stepped up and uh, put their support behind Jason Aldean. Hank Williams Jr. He resigned from the CMT boards of directors. The CMT is Country Music Television or something like that, and they pulled the music video that Jason Aldean did for his new song. Anyways, so they oh, sorry. Hank Jr. or Hank Williams Jr. Is supporting Jason Aldean. Then you got Brantley Gilbert, who was defending him during a concert. So we got that. Those are the two things we're going to talk about in that front, and then the U.S. women's soccer team. Most were silent amid the national anthem. Some were singing it. So we'll look into that. And then counter activists gives Stop Oil, another activist group, a taste of development medicine. So we'll look at that and laugh at that. And then finally, a Texas TikToker, Sassy Trucker, whatever. Sorry. She is trapped in Dubai apparently and faces 2 years in prison for screaming at a car rental worker. So we'll look into that. But without further ado, let's get into it so I can finish up and go back to bed. Oh, there we go. All right. So Hank Williams Jr. resigns from the CMT board of directors. I support Jason Aldean. Hank Williams Jr. has decided to join the boycott of country music television for CMT. For Williams, however, the move is far more personal. He's been on the company's board of directors since 2004 and has led the awards committee since 2007. I'm stepping down from my position at CMT, effective immediately, said Williams. I support free. I support free speech and my good friend Jason Aldean. There's no way I can, in good conscience, continue offering them my services. CMT CEO Jason Barron released his own statement thanking Williams for his years of service without any mention of Jason of Aldean or the current boycott of the network. Does that mean no apology is coming? Will they hold anyone responsible for the decision? Time will tell. ALLOD correspondent Skip Telusta. What the fuck, man? Caught up to Hank at Kid Rock's Honey. I think it means honky tonk. In Nashville, where the two shared a Coors Light and laminated the passing of a once great network. The world will have to live without redneck reality TV reruns of Jeff Durham's show and twangy music covered in Devon. That's the price we have to pay for freedom of speech, patriots. If a company says something we don't like, man, this thing's like riddled with spelling errors. Don't like, we have to silence them. It's the American way. Hopefully, other companies will learn a lesson and not do this to themselves. Losing everything in a completely fictional storyline can be devastating. Just ask Garth Brooks. God bless America. All right, so there's that on the Hank Williams front, which is good. I'm glad there are people, especially people with that are important, at least in that realm, that are standing behind freedom of speech and Jason Aldean, because what he did is terrible. He made a song, had some images, okay, whatever. All right. New country music star, this is Brant Gilbert, says that Jason Aldean backlash made him mad as hell as he strongly defended Aldean during a recent concert. Good to see country artists standing up to woke mob. During the concert, Gilbert told the crowd he decided to write them sons of bitches a song after he heard about the Aldean backlash. So I got mad as hell the other day over this Jason Aldean thing. I thought I was going to tweet something. I realized I don't have a password to any of my social media, so I decided to write some bitch song. This is how it's done. That's hilarious. I don't think I can play this. It looks to be very, very enthusiastic. I don't think I can play this because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike or anything. He's very enthusiastic about whatever it is. Curious what that song is. I'll have to listen to it later. Okay. But I think it's really good that these country music stars are backing, because what we normally see is someone does something that people don't like, and then everyone else dogpiles onto them, and all that, and especially when it's something they didn't do that what they did wasn't really all that bad. Like, in all honesty, nothing he did was terrible. So it's good to see, even big names of country music stars not backing down and being like, "Yay, this is wrong, so I'm going to back my buddy," or the guy who didn't do anything wrong. It's really good to see, because you'll see, all the time, celebrities are. Celebrities are, crawling over the bodies of their fallen comrades, kind of deal. And so it's good to see. All right. Now let's go look at, now that we're looking at some patriots, let's look at some fucking idiots. All right. The U.S. women's soccer team mostly silent amid national anthem during World Cup opener. The U.S. women's soccer team wasn't feeling very patriotic during their World Cup opener, and it showed on their faces, mostly closed mouth during the national anthem. The U.S. debut game against Vietnam went down Friday in New Zealand, and a lot of people couldn't help but notice that most of the American players chose not to sing along to the Star Spangled Banner while this famed music played during kickoff. Or just look, I'm not really interested. She's fucking chewing gum for some fucking reason. At least she put her hand over her heart. At least one person. Not only they're not seeing, they're not putting their hand over their hearts either. There's like no respect for, hey, this person at the end. So one person at the end sings the Star Spangled Banner. It was awkward. The camera pans across the entire row. Just about everyone, except a few stray players, had their mouth shots, even had their hands behind their backs. The starters who opted to skip the national anthem include Alex Morgan, Andy Sullivan, Sophia Smith, Naomi Girma, Emily Fox, Trinity Rotman, and Crystal Dunn, among others. A couple who notably mount the words: Alyssa Nair and Lindsay Hurrah. To make matters worse, the Vietnamese players were pretty much all singing their national anthem loudly, proudly, it seems, with hands over their hearts. Ditto for just about every other international team we can see. Fox is cutting all the national anthems on their social page. On its face, it looks like every country besides the U.S. is belting out their tunes. It remains to be seen if the U.S. is going to do this time every time they play another team. The national anthem will, in fact, be blared before each match, and since it seems like they're making a statement, it has no doubt pissed off some political lines. The Americans won their first game, and they're playing Netherlands on Wednesday. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I don't think anyone should be forced to do something they don't want to do, but when you're representing your nation, you kind of have to show that you're, at least excited to be there, or something like that. Like this whole I'm not gonna sing the national anthem is stupid. Like if it's stupid to me. It's probably why people don't watch women's soccer, because they're morons. But look, it's when you're representing your nation at a World Cup, you need to represent well. You need to present yourself as, someone who's proud. You're in a country that gives you far more freedoms than most places, in the world, especially as women. So just because you don't agree with everything doesn't mean that you can't respect it, and at the very least, put your hand over your heart. Stuff like this, it's it's a wonders no one watches women's soccer. They do stupid shit like this. All right, fucking women. I know I'm being very misogynistic right now. It's because I'm exhausted. All right, let's go on because they're morons, and let's not give those fucking idiots any more auction. All right, this is funny. Now that we watched, some idiots that piss you off, let's watch some idiots piss more idiots off, which is hilarious. All right, Just Stop Oil gets a taste of their own medicine. Counter activists tape rape whistle or tie rape alarms to balloons and let them go in a Just Stop Big Oil meeting. This is a video we can actually watch. It's American. Although it probably was playing while I was doing all my talking because I didn't realize that the sound was on. So I apologize. I'm sorry. That's just funny. That's funny. Like, these people go in and disturb people all the fucking time with their protests and shit. So it's funny to see them get a taste of their own medicine. It's really funny to me. Man, I'm going through this way too quickly. I'm gonna have like a short ass video, but I don't care today. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, sorry. Breaking news. We do it live. We're just scrolling through Twitter. Sorry, I got distracted. Breaking news. Speaker McCarthy says the United States House of Representatives is getting ready to impeach Biden. Let's see if they actually do it. It's the first thing. Right, left. Apparently don't know how to put these in. All right, cool. Let's go.
That they bribed the Bidens, okay? This was given to the FBI. That they bribed the Bidens, okay? This was given to the FBI. When Bill Barr finally found out about it, he sent it to his office in Philadelphia. They actually said that this was very credible. The FBI kept this from the IRS individuals for them ever to see it. So not only do they claim that they were bribed, we now find information that 16 out of 17 payments from Romania were provided to the Biden shell companies while he was vice president. When President Biden was running for office, he told the American public that he's never talked about business. He said his family has never received $1 from China, which we now prove is not true. We now have some of the most credible whistleblowers. These 10-year IRS agents who have come forward said that the Biden family has been treated differently, that what Weiss has told us is different than what Garland and Weiss has told the public. And you're sitting here today where now you have found millions of foreign money, just what the 1023 alleges they did to Biden's family. Now we found that it has funneled through shell companies. If you're sitting in our position today, we would know none of this if Republicans had not taken the majority. We've only followed where the information has taken us. But Hannity, this is rising to the level of impeachment inquiry, which provides Congress the strongest power to get the rest of the knowledge and information needed. Because this president has also used something we have not seen since Richard Nixon, used the weaponization of government to benefit his family and deny Congress the ability to have the oversight.
If we are talking about millions of dollars coming from our top geopolitical foes, and that the Biden family has been corrupted and took in all of this money, and he was complicit in that, wouldn't that mean that we have a criminal enterprise as president of the United States that had to be on every level compromised by countries that are not particularly fond of us?
Well, it's interesting that the Biden family runs, if they say, a company but never had an office and shell companies to be able to pay through. But if they really ran it for foreign countries, why didn't you get money from France, from Germany, from UK? Why does it have to be from China, Romania, in these countries that have real challenges and had problems going through? I believe we will follow this all the way to the end, and this is going to rise to an impeachment inquiry the way the Constitution tells us to do this, and we have to get the answers to these questions.
In the words of John Dean, a malignant cancer now is surrounding the Biden presidency, and those walls are closing awfully tight. This is not going the way I'm sure they wanted it to. And then we have on the other side of it, the assistance of the DOJ and the FBI. That's Jim Jordan's committee. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
So that's really interesting. Uh, so it looks like uh, we're finally gonna get some recompense with this whole Biden stuff. Um, let's be honest. If this was Donald Trump, Democrats would be lining up, asking, demanding that he be impeached. Right? Like we all agree to that, right? That if this was if this was Donald Trump, that the House would 100% or the Democrats would 100% be like, we need to impeach him. He's so horrible, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So right, I mean, we all can understand and see that, right? Very interesting. And I didn't think they were actually gonna do it. Honestly, um, I didn't think for 1 second we'd at all get an impeachment by from an impeachment by Biden. Sorry, doing something real quick. So that's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'll definitely be following this story. Um, yeah, I mean, there is there's so much evidence that, or at least potential evidence that this is okay. There's so much like yeah. I mean, sorry, I'm just blanking here. Um, but yeah, it's all very interesting. I mean, we got Biden, and it's clear that he's corrupt. So it'll be interesting. It's very, very interesting. Sorry, mine's blank. All right, let's get to this last thing so I can be done for the day. Texas TikToker Sassy Trucker trapped in Dubai faces 2 years in prison for screaming at a car rental worker. A Texas TikToker is trapped in Dubai and faces 2 years. Okay, wait, I just fucking read that. Whatever. Tara Allen, better known to her 182 800 followers as Sassy Trucker, has been stuck in the strict country since authorities whisked away her passport. The non-profit group detained in Dubai revealed Monday. The Houston social media star, 29, claims the screaming stemmed from a verbal tussle between herself and the manager of a local rental shop she stopped in to pick up her personal belongings in April. Allen's credit cards, debit cards, and cell phones have been impounded along with her rental car the day before the blowup. She and her friend were involved in a minor traffic accident near the Arabian Gulf. The manager allegedly demanded money in exchange for the possessions and reacted with hostility towards Allen. He followed me outside the office. I felt very intimidated, told him to stop, but instead he called the police and opened a case against me, apparently for screaming, Allen claims. Okay, yeah, sure. I am in shock that he frightened me. I told him to stop, and now the police have said I can't go home. I told them I had a medical emergency and needed to return to the U.S., but they won't let me. Police confiscated Allen's passports and said that they have spent the last 3 months weighing whether or not to prosecute the influencer for shouting in public, which is considered an offensive behavior punishable by up to 2 years in prison, according to detained in Dubai CEO Rada Sterling. Yeah, Dubai is a very strict country. But the nonprofit believes Allen was detained as part of a blackmail scheme run by the car rental agency, and that some cops may be in on it. It is extremely common for rental car agencies to open cases against work customers as a means to extort them. The hope is that whomever they perceive to be a wealthy foreigner will willingly offer them cash in order to drop the case, Sterling said in a statement. Holiday makers will pay exorbitant amounts of money just to get home to their families and jobs, even when they know they're being taken advantage of. Rental agencies cash in on the insurance policy and extort victims on top. It's a business for them. Allen may have been targeted because of her lavish personal belongings and freewheeling spending in the days before her arrest. The social media star has been chronicling on YouTube her multiple beach trips, nightclub excursions, luxurious eating during her trip to United Arab Emirates, which was expected to only last a month. Allen, who was visiting Dubai, who had in the country to enjoy a vacation with friends, but also considering setting up a trucking business. I might be the first female trucker to ever drive a semi truck in Dubai, she said on top at the video she said at the top of the video her title, The Sassy Trucker Moved to Dubai, ? Allen gained her strong following for documenting her career as a female trucker, telling CNN in 2021 that she likes to show that you can still be feminine in a male-dominated field. Her feminist initiative may have also landed her in trouble. Sterling believes authorities targeted her because she's black and a female. Detained in Dubai, and Allen's family reached out to federal Texas officials to help facilitate her release without giving into the rental agency's demands. Sterling and Allen's families are soliciting help from Texas lawmakers, including Republican Sheila Jackson Lee and Senator Ted Cruz. We have spoken to the family of Tara Young Allen and have contacted the Department of State about the case. Cruz office told Fox 26 Senator Cruz will continue to gather details and engage on this case until Allen is returned to her family. It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying. Allen's emotional mother, Tina Baxter, told Fox 26. It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in. Okay, so that's that part. So there you go. Well, I mean, it's a very strict country, so don't be yelling up in there. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really have an opinion on this. I just saw the story and thought it was funny as well. Anyways, that's all I got today. Short video. Super tired. Need a nap. I'm exhausted. I should have gone to bed earlier. But I hope y'all liked the video. I really do. I hope everyone had a good day today. We'll have a good day today. I'm having a pretty good day. I'm feeling a lot better. I was feeling like shit yesterday. I did a video game stream, and I was really quiet most of it because I was just getting over feeling like crap. But yeah, anyways, make sure to follow me at official W Ghost. Follow me on my YouTube and Rumble with Ghost. Not least below, fucking hell. And then my gaming channel, Gaming with Ghosts, which is on Rumble and Kick. I've been doing a lot of video game streams. They've been fairly popular. So please check them out. Give me a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. All right. I hope you all have a good day, and peace out.